We're talking about college football. We're talking about the Heisman. Is this one of the worst Heisman finalists of all time? If any year there was a year for a defensive player to win that didn't play offense at all, I think it was this year. I do think this year, not the worst, but not the best. Okay. Y'all think Ashton Genty would have won this year? If this was a Heisman this year, it would have been crazy. I was looking at some stats, guys, and I seen one, and it was about I seen one, y'all. I said it's mid, definitely. Okay, yeah, 100% Ashton would win this year. I seen a stat, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of crazy because this year, I think Mendoza has about like 3,000 something total yards, something around there, and like, yo, I seen the Heisman of when Johnny Manziel won. Johnny Manziel's stats were at like 3,000 plus yards passing, and then he had more rushing yards than Jermiyah Love. And I was like, damn. That's kind of wild. This is kind of a sorry Heisman year, low key. Like, if we being honest, this kind of a sorry Heisman year. Yeah, so are you guys rocking with Mendoza? Like, I just don't know. Like, I'm looking at Mendoza's stats, man. 2,900 passing yards, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, bro. Bro, it's quiet, bro. It's quiet for this dude, bro. I'm sorry. I don't like it, bro. They're undefeated, though. So you damn near have to give it to Indiana because they're undefeated. And they did whoop a lot of people. Number one, don't think he deserves it, but I don't like it either. Yeah, like, they're number one. They're undefeated, guys. Like, I don't know why, y'all. It's not letting me put a poll in the chat. I wanted to pull a poll to see how you guys feel. Appreciate all the comments and stuff. It's not letting me do a poll right now. I wanted to see you guys' votes. I would give it to, maybe I'm biased because I like Diego Pavia's story more. Like, he went to New Mexico or New Mexico State, and then he transferred over to Vandy, and they were really good this year, but they did have the heartbreaking loss to Texas that you just can't have. And I guess Indiana's quarterback had his Heisman moment against Ohio State, although it wasn't that crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe am I hating? Am I hating, y'all? Maybe I'm hating. Y'all. Let's pull up some stats from some former. Yeah, let's look up. They say the greatest Heisman raced was Joe Burrow's year. Let's read those stats. Let's read the stats, though. Bro, Jay Bear said, I might be hating. Diego is shocked. Yo, the Heisman winner in 2019, Joe Burrow had 5,000 total yards, 51 total touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. The runner-up, who I believe was what's my boy name? Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had 4,889 total yards, 50 total touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. At Oklahoma. He had 4,889 total yards, y'all. 50 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. And then from Ohio State, bro, Justin Fields had 3,400 total yards, 50 tubs, and 1 pick. That's crazy, y'all. Like, and then Chase Young, who finished 4th place, had 16.5 sacks, 44 tackles, and 6 forced fumbles. 5th place that year was Jonathan Taylor. 6th place was J.K. Dobbins. 7th place was Trevor Lawrence. Man, I don't know, man. It's kind of quiet. Do you think if you switch Mendoza and Pavia, is Indiana still undefeated and is Vandy still good? That's actually a great question. If you were to switch, Hector said L, Foisey, W, Washington. Damn, you gave us an F. Respect, I guess. Do you still? Wow. If we switch the quarterbacks of Indiana and Vandy, how would we feel? That's a great question. Man. I'm not that big of a fan. I'm not that big of a fan of. I just don't think any one of them are like crazy good, to be honest with you guys. I just think it's one of those years where, and I might be mistaken, it's one of those years where I feel like college football kind of, it's one of the, I don't want to disrespect these athletes, but it's one of the down years of college football in terms of like Heisman year. Like, who's the Heisman? Like, this guy's having this such insane season. We all got to have our eyes on him. Like, it was supposed to be Sellers. He lost a lot of games and then got injured midway, and it wasn't like performing great. Obviously, it was supposed to be Archie Manning. Wasn't nothing close. I feel like this year, man, it just was more. I ain't gonna lie, it's quiet, bro. I think it's dark for both of them. I think they both will be really good. I mean, going to Vandy and putting them on the map in the SEC conference, I'm always gonna respect it. They did lose to Texas. I guess I ain't gonna lie. I guess they both would still be good. I'm leaning more Diego Pavia for me personally. Let's look up Diego Pavia stats. Diego, but we got to put Mendoza some respect on Mendoza though. Diego Pavia stats. Let's look at his stats. This year he has 3,192 yards passing. Uh Mendoza has 2,980 yards passing. 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Pavia has 27 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. A rating of 171.5. Pavia has a rating of 181. The time the quarterback for Nebraska that won the Heisman with 1,500 passing and 1,500 running. Who the hell is that? What year was that? What the hell was that in Nebraska? The last time Nebraska was that good. I think before I was born. Nebraska been sorry for a while. Indiana would never beat OSU if they had Pavia. He does have less interceptions. They just got to call the Heisman quarterback award, though. Like, even though a DB slash wide receiver won last year, and then the second runner up last year was Ashton Genty, the running back. I just don't like this. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like this year just wasn't that crazy. Eric Crouch. Who the hell is Eric Crouch? So y'all out on the you guys are out on the bro, 1978? No, I don't know what that means. Yeah, way before I was born. I mean, we've seen crazy performances lately. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, get out of here, bro. That was before sheesh. They barely let black people in college. They was still calling it the convicts versus, I think they was barely letting black people in college, bro. I don't know about that one, brother. We just got in. Oh man, yeah, brother. I don't know about that one. Yeah, it's quiet, bro. Most of the black players are still at HBCUs. So yeah, nah, it's super quiet, bro. It's super quiet. That's the year Forrest Gump was filmed. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, that's the era Forrest Gump was based off of. He was born, then he won in 2001. Oh, he was born then. Oh, he won in 2001. Okay, okay. I was about to say, yo. Oh, okay. Uh, Damn, that's still damn. Thinking back, that's still 24 years ago. Yeah, it's super quiet for him still though. I just I think he's just here to be here. Y'all, when y'all look up, I ain't gonna lie, I seen Johnny Manziel talking his best. It's actually wild that like Johnny Manziel really threw for more yards than Pavia and ran for more yards than Jermiyah Love. And he has more rushing touchdowns. And I was like, damn, that is kind of like a Heisman. Like, y'all, I just don't know. Like, I just feel like y'all rolling. My fault, y'all. I didn't bring this down. Y'all rolling? Like, how y'all? I just, man, I really don't know why it won't let me. It's not letting me. I wanted to put a poll to see how y'all feeling. Appreciate all the likes and stuff like that, though. Appreciate the likes, like up, comments in the chat, man. JR College of football. Lately, most winning quarterbacks win because of 50 plus touchdowns. Before, most got only 30 plus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 30 plus is cool. I guess it's tough because we're comparing them. Who was the last quarterback to win the Heisman? Wasn't it Bryce Young? Wasn't the last quarterback to win the Heisman Bryce Young? Let's just compare. Because we can't say like, oh, the last person to win was literally, oh, it was Jaden Daniels. Jaden had 40 pass touchdowns, 1,000 rush touchdown, 1,100 rushing yards, and 3,800 passing yards. So he had almost 5K. He had 50 total touchdowns. Wow. Mendoza rushing stats. He has about 240 rushing yards with 5 rushing touchdowns. Oh, it's quiet, bro. Which good team did Vandy beat? Did they beat OSU? Vandy beat a lot of good teams. Vandy's in the SEC. They played a lot of. Let's look at Vandy's schedule right now. The football schedule. Oh, well, they beat LSU, but LSU looked terrible. They beat South Carolina by 24 points. They lost to Alabama. They beat LSU. They did beat Missouri. They lost a close game to Texas. They beat Auburn. Auburn was weak this year, but it's always a close game. Kentucky, and then they whooped Tennessee. So I guess that's Cam Newton had 30 pass touchdowns and 20 run touchdowns. Yeah, this is what makes it so weird. Like, let's look up Indiana's football schedule. Obviously Indiana beat It really does come to that schedule. Illinois fell off crazy, so we can't say Illinois. Illinois is weak as hell this year. So Iowa, it's whatever. But they did beat Oregon. They beat Oregon and Ohio State. But then nobody knows how good Oregon is. Penn State had a bad year. UCLA was weak this year. Maryland was whatever. Michigan State was very weak this year. Wisconsin was weak. Purdue was weak. Penn State, they almost lost to Penn State. Shout out them. But just always, upset games in conferences. But Penn State was weak this year. Iowa was kind of weak this year. Illinois was definitely weak this year. They were ranked 9 at the time, but they're sorry, as we can see. Oregon, I think he's really winning it because of Ohio State. Penn State still had the talent level, just no coach. Can't really do that because Penn State lost to Northwestern. Let's be honest, they lost to Northwestern. You got to keep it a buck. And if you want to talk talent, SEC is known for all the talent in the whole college universe. And UCLA, who won? What you mean who won? We're just comparing right now. We're comparing the records for like what's the staple for both teams. Like they did lose to Alabama and they do have losses, and he went to a perfect season. But I would say they low key. That's just kind of the argument between the SEC. But I guess he beat Tennessee. His best wins are LSU, who fell off, so it's whatever. Missouri whooped Tennessee towards the end. Lost to Texas, though. That's a bad loss. Lost to Alabama. That's tough. Beat South Carolina, but South Carolina ended up falling off too. Yeah, I guess it really comes down to, they have better wins. Like, at the end of the day, they do have better wins. Like, beating Ohio State does mean more than beating a Tennessee, Missouri, LSU, who fell off, South Carolina, who fell off. Kentucky, yeah. Nah, Penn State had the talent, but Franklin couldn't get back after the loss and never won big games. Yeah, but like I said, bro. At the end of the day, bro, Penn State lost a lot of games, and Penn State wasn't Penn State from last year, so I can't give you that much credit for beating Penn State, and they didn't finish ranked. Like it's whatever. Like, regardless of you having the talent and them rising to the occasion, like, I can literally argue that for the SEC. Because the SEC is known for being the best conference. I forgot it was 7. It was at 7. Oh no, Boise State didn't play it, y'all. We're just comparing the schedules. But at the end of the day, though, Indiana did beat Ohio State, and Ohio State is ranked number 1 team. You gotta respect it. But how good is Oregon? Like, who has Oregon played? Yo, Oregon kind of getting away scot-free, huh? Who did Oregon really play this year? I beat Iowa. Iowa's like just a more defensive school. They always fight, but like it's like whatever. But I mean, I guess you beat Iowa. I mean, how do y'all feel? Stats though. What was his stats though against Ohio? What was his stats against Ohio State? Let's look it up actually. Y'all were comparing Pavia or Mendoza. Who was y'all Heisman pick? Put it in the chat. I really am I tried to make a poll for you guys, but it's really tripping right now. Pavia was 15 for 23, 220 yards, 22 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And he had a rating of 151.9, QBR of 90.2. Let's see how many rushing yards he had. He had -3 rushing yards. So, yeah, it was more just passing. So, and he threw a hell of a ball. Wait, did he have a 300-yard game at all? Oh, he had a 300-yard game against Michigan State. This is interesting. Who's y'all's? You not showing the ceremony? Nah. They're gonna announce in like an hour. I mean, we'll just be watching like them talking. I mean, we might as well talk. But yeah, Boise State shouldn't have won the Mountain West. Hey, brother, you gotta get the hate out your heart. Look at Pavia's TikTok. Because in that case, I'd look at Pavia's stats against both Texas and Bama. Oh, okay, let's look at his stats against Texas and Bama, even though he lost. Yeah, let's see how he looked. If he looked terrible, I'm full with you guys. Like, this is, man, where is Pavia? Oh, here he is. All right, let's see all guys. Lobos should have. Lobos lost to us head-to-head. It's quiet for him. And they got whooped. So sad. So sad, brother. New Mexico tell them better your luck next year. Oh, wait. We're not in the Mountain West no more. Pavia's loss against Alabama, he had only 198 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and only 58 yards rushing. So he had like a total of 256? That's kind of weak. That is not that good. His loss against Texas, though, he had 365 yards. 27 for 38, 365 yards, 3 tubs, no interceptions, and 43 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown. So he had 4 total touchdowns against Texas. Ooh, and he had 400 total yards against them. I ain't gonna lie. And we beat UNLV and SDSU. Well, we also were injured when we played SDSU, so that's whatever. And we ended up beating UNLV ourselves. Yeah, stop losing head-to-head. It's quiet. I'm guessing you're arguing if you guys should be over UNLV to play us again for a rematch. That's tough. UNLV had a better record than y'all. They had only lost 2 games. I think you guys lost 3 games. That's tough, brother. We'll see y'all. Never, Nick. I'll see y'all never, brother. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all stay safe. Pavia ended up throwing for 484 yards against Kentucky. Damn. Against Tennessee, he threw for 268 yards and ran for 165 yards. Jesus. Yeah, never, bro. Like, it's super quiet. I was on San Diego State head when they was talking mess to us and we lost and we didn't have our starting quarterback. And I was like, bro, y'all talking mess after the game? Y'all shouldn't be talking mess. But, yeah, I read though. So we're looking at the stats in his performances against very high-ranked opponents. I mean, if I go back to even the South Carolina that game, he was 177 yards with 24 yards rushing. That really wasn't the best game, even though they won him. It was a blowout, so it's whatever. I'm not holding that against him. Um, Last games of the season, his last 4 games of the season, he's had a total of 400 plus yards. Damn, that is wild. Yo, who won? It's not out yet. We don't know. I believe they're still doing the ceremony. I believe it's about to be announced. We are just here to debate about who was you guys' Heisman. That's all we're doing, Big Markua. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate all the likes. All the likes help me a lot. Thank y'all so much. I wanted to put a poll in here. I don't know why it's not letting me do a poll. I think I'm going to have to update my software. What is Miguel? Last 4, he has 1,600 yards and 16. That's almost unheard of. See, this is crazy, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie, seeing this, because I kind of lean Pavia because I do like Vandy more. I respect the SC. Man, this is crazy, bro. Y'all, his last 4 games, he had 400 plus yards. Every game. The game he lost against Texas, not even his fault. But they beat Missouri, but he didn't have a great game. He went 10 for 19, 129 yards and an interception. But he had, against Texas, he had 365 yards. This is a loss, y'all. 365 yards and 43 yards rushing, so he had literally 408 yards total. Against Auburn in overtime, and Auburn has a very good defense, mind you guys. No matter who they play, they always had low-scoring games. He had a total of 489 yards with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. And then he followed that up with, they whooped Kentucky. This was a butt kicking, though. He had 484 yards against them, 5 touchdowns with 1 interceptions with 48 rushing yards. So he had 500 some yards, y'all. This is actually insane. Hey, bro, said Boise State score prediction for the Boise game. Oh, we're about to get to it. I actually agree with 3D Dad said 31-14, 31-17. I think Washington will beat us, to be honest with you guys. But we're about to get to that game. I just want to talk the Heisman forward first, and then we'll get to the Boise State game. Guys, appreciate y'all tapping in with me. I like to go live and talk about stuff. I'm going to live stream the second half of the game. Hopefully it's a close game. And then he had 165 rushing yards against Tennessee, and then 268 passing yards against Tennessee. So he had another 4. Yo, he had 1,600 yards in his last 4 games. Let's look at Mendoza again. What did he have his last couple games? I mean, his last 4 games he's not a runner at all, so basically 200 yards. Oh, he had minus 24 rushing yards, so this isn't even really a 300-yard game. I guess rushing it is. Passing. So he had 299 passing yards, 117 passing yards. It was a blowout to Purdue, so I won't hold that against him. And then he had 222 yards against the Ohio State defense, which is elite, as we know. And he only had 1 game where he threw for 300 yards, and that was against Michigan State in a blowout. But they did whoop everybody, so I guess you didn't really need him to, because they just kept running the ball. When will the Heisman be announced? I believe in the next 30, 40 minutes, guys. I just wanted to see here everybody else's vote. So we're looking at the stats, y'all. Who's y'all's? Gotta remember he was pulled three games in fourth quarter. He was pulled for 3 games in the fourth quarter. What was Joe Burrow's season like? Let me look at LSU. 2019 football schedule. Were they blowing people out too? And they were whooping niggas. 45-38, 65-14. Joe Burrow had his numbers every single game. This is the SEC, though, so you can't really take your guy out that much. You can't really take out your guy. Yeah, because he had only 278 against Georgia. I feel like that also relates to how bad their record is. 5K passing yards is crazy, but he doesn't even have 4K. He doesn't even have 3,500 total yards, I don't think. Well, he has, I think, close to 3,500, but so does Pavia. Like, this isn't that crazy of a Heisman year. Like, literally, let's look up Johnny Manziel. I literally read y'all, even Jalen Hurts stats that year were way better for the Heisman. Johnny Manziel, Heisman year stats. He had a total offensive year of 5,116 yards, SEC records, total offense, and total touchdowns with 47. The year he won the Heisman. Like, his passing yards is more than oh boys. Like, so, like, I don't know, man. I think it's just one of those years where it's like a Heisman year. Um, I think it's a down year. Everybody wanted to see Arch Manning win it all, obviously, right, guys? Uh, so all in all, who's y'all picks, man? And then I want to talk about, do y'all feel did Jeremiah Smith get robbed for the award? Obviously, he was never winning it. He's just there because he has good stats. Shout out Notre Dame. Jermiyah Love was never winning it. Ohio State, Julius Sayin. Nobody really has respect for Ohio State's quarterback because everybody knows how good Jeremiah Smith is. So I feel like it's kind of tough to even put any. He just would never win the Heisman. He's just there. They should have put Jeremiah Smith in there, but so let's go to. We got spoiled on big stats for a few years for quarterbacks and running backs. So y'all would go Pavia. Did we get spoiled? Bro, I just brought back a whole bunch of people. So y'all would go Mendoza. King, go. Appreciate the likes and live. Helps me a lot. Appreciate all the likes when y'all show love, man. I don't know, because the wide receivers at Ohio are always stacked like 4 to 5 deep. Yeah. So I don't think Ohio State could win when will the Heisman be announced? I think in the next 40 minutes or so. I think right before Boise State plays, actually, guys. So your vote is Pavia. I think my vote is more Pavia too. I mean, he had like 1,600 total yards in the last 4 games. I have a big respect for the SEC. I thought Indiana kind of played a weak schedule this year, which they did, even though I think they're going to be really good in the college football playoff. I think they're a favorite. Saying will the Heisman. But you said we got spoiled for big stats for a few years. Did we get spoiled? I mean, when you think back, bro, I just pulled up Johnny Manziel stats. They were crazy. Joe Burrow stats were wild. Even the year Jalen Hurts was in that Heisman year, he didn't play the best. I mean, he didn't win. His stats were wild. I read y'all Justin Fields, who's had a pretty bad professional career, threw for 50 tubs and 1 interception at Ohio State. And he was the 3rd runner-up. Like, I mean, that just was a 2019, the crazy Heisman year. I mean, should we pull up Bryce Young? Mendoza wins, but Pavia deserves it too. Gent, Amigo, go to Pavia's TikTok. What did Pavia post? Like Mendoza, very humble, but Pavia has that dog. Is Pavia's live, I'm guessing? Read his discretion. I think in the next, read Pavia's description. Go to Pavia's TikTok. Okay. I'll put it up on here, folks. Wow. Diego. Wow, I spelled his name wrong. What does it say on his TikTok? I'm looking at it. It just says Diego Pavia. Pavia's 25. They need to give it to Sang or Mendoza. Oh, he's too old. Yeah, I believe it gets announced in like next 30 minutes or so. Go to his videos. On TikTok? He's 23. You're a hater. Take me to New York City. Try to tell him I need that. The description. I'm literally looking at it. I'm so confused. What are you? Bring me that trophy. Who do y'all? Oh, Heisman winner.
Like to find out who will join this elite company. It is my honor to announce that the 2024 Heisman Award goes to Sayin.
Oh, you talking about the highlight one? Y'all want me to look at the highlights? Appreciate the hearts.
Like to find out
I look at the description.
Your 2025 Heisman Trophy winner.
It's just a question mark.
Hey, college football has lost all its.
Yeah, what's up, bro? Oh, you just think he's corny? Oh, okay. You was just saying bro's corny. I mean, he wants the Heisman. I mean, what y'all want? Jerry Dupree, what's going on, man? Appreciate the love, appreciate the likes, appreciate the gifts, man. We out here talking about who's the Heisman winner. The one I got. Oh, you just think bro's corny? I mean, he can be corny as you want, but I mean, like I said, like who is y'all? Where are y'all leaning? Right? I mean, you guys are saying NCAA on that one. Like you guys are saying we got spoiled these last couple years. Okay, let's look at Bryce Young. Didn't Bryce Young win the Heisman? Bryce Young Heisman. Did Bryce Young win the Heisman? Yeah, he won in 2021. Y'all, we didn't get spoiled, y'all. This year is not the best. With a dominant season for Alabama, throwing for 4,872 yards, 47 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions, adding 3 rushing touchdowns for 50 total touchdowns. Leading Alabama to an SEC title and a college football championship game. Key stats including 68% completion rate, setting records for 421 yards and 4 touchdowns in the SEC championship. And this was in the SEC, y'all. Mendoza thinks it's a team award. Pavia wants it for himself. But, I mean, I just keep going back to y'all. Like, who are y'all? I wanted to put a poll. I don't know. For some reason, not putting me a poll. Put in the chat who y'all vote is. Pavia or Mendoza? Y'all think he's corny? I actually like this story. No, we're saying we got used to 4K 45 plus. But the guys that won did 40. But here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing, Austin, with what you're saying. The guys that won the last couple of Heismans literally did it. And then years ago, they did it. They did it when I was young with Cam Newton. Johnny Manziel went crazy. Then Derrick Henry won. I believe Mark Ingram won. The running backs won. And then we watched more quarterbacks come and do it, like Jacob Rodriguez stats. Y'all want to put up Jacob Rodriguez stats? All right, let's put him up. Jacob Rodriguez stats. Yeah, the linebacker. Yeah, it's the linebacker, right? Yeah, his stats were crazy. Like, if there ever was a year for somebody not a quarterback to win, this was the year. 1 sack, 7 forced fumbles, 2 fumbles recovered, 4 interceptions, bro. He has 11 turnovers. That's insane. Yeah, Marcus Mariota's stats, bro. Like, do y'all want me to pull up? All right, y'all. Since y'all think I'm just being biased, I guess, like, or like you're saying like the stats this year were so biased. Bro, we can literally do this. Let's look up Marcus Mariota Heisman stats. Marcus Mariota, bro. 4,454 passing yards, 42 passing touchdowns, and 770 rushing yards, bro. He had over 5,000 total yards, and he totaled 53 total touchdowns. Yo, I'm not making this up. Now, it hasn't started yet. I think it's about to. I think the only one was different was Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter had like the biggest difference with that was because nobody had seen since Charles Woodson, I believe. Nobody had seen since Charles Woodson somebody play defense and offense that much. And even then, as a Boise State fan, I'm like, I kind of would have leaned to Ashton Jeanty, but I also do understand why he got it. Can't win it, then Love should not win it. Not Love won't win it. The last running back to win was Derrick Henry. He won't win it. Because y'all got to think, even the year Melvin Gordon had a crazy year with like 2,500 total yards or something like that. Like, he didn't win it because I think he was playing with some crazy quarterbacks. I'm pulling for Love, but I think Mendoza will win. Like, this is what I'm saying, y'all. Like, Austin, this is all I was saying. Like, bro, I'm not making this up. This isn't new. Like, so Winston, because didn't Jameis Winston win the Heisman? Like, every quarterback that's won the Heisman in the last like 10 years has had crazy stats. I think Jameis Winston is the lowest one to win the Heisman. And they went completely undefeated. And he had more total yards than Mendoza. He had 4,200 total yards and 4,000 passing yards with 40 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Like, y'all, these stats are insane, bro. Like, y'all, this like Mendoza. If Mendoza wins in the last, like, before we get to we want to get to RG3 stats. Who won? It's not over yet, you guys. Hasn't been announced. I believe we'll know right before the Boise State game. True, we see NCAA. Bro, I'm telling y'all, like, Mendoza's stats are just not that crazy. You guys want me to pull up? Who do you guys want me to pull up again? RG3. How much? What was RG3 stats? RG3 Heisman stats. I mean, he might have the lowest stats. Let's see what RG3 Heisman stats was. Never mind. RG3 threw for nearly 4,300 yards and 700 rushing yards. So he had a total of at least 4,500 yards. So even if it wasn't as adjusted, he had a total of at least 4,500 yards, y'all. Y'all, this year has to be the worst stat line for Heisman. Bro, it's the worst stat line for the Heisman. And I don't want to, like, and I'm not doing this to, like, crap on Mendoza because the story is crazy. He transferred from Cal. He went to Indiana. Indiana's whole story is wild. Nobody would think Indiana would be the number one ranked football team in the country. Nobody would think that at all, y'all. So, and I'm not here to even, like, dismiss that, right? But all I'm saying is that this is literally, like, if there was ever a year that the old boy from Texas Tech, the defensive player with 11 forced turnovers, should have had at least a shot to win the Heisman, it's this year. It's this year. In Pavia's last 4 games, he had a total of 1,600 yards, and Pavia's stats aren't even that, like, insane. But, and I know everybody that's saying, yo, Mendoza didn't play in a lot of the fourth quarters. Brother, Indiana's schedule this year wasn't that crazy. I just pulled up Joe Burrow's year. They were in the SEC. Their teams, there's more ranked teams in the SEC. You're going to be like, damn, bro, you should have been running up the score. Why isn't his stats as good as Oregon's was in the Pac-12 with Marcus Mariota? Or the ACC where Jameis Winston went crazy and they went undefeated. Like, yeah, Jacob Rodriguez should be in overlove. Like, yeah, look at Cam Bynum. Who the hell is Cam Bynum? Cam Bynum, am I just not Cam Bynum stats? Oh, Cameron Bynum? Heisman? Not a Heisman winner, but a standout college senior his senior year. He had 2 interceptions, 19 tackles in 4 games. Oh, I mean, yeah. But yeah, as I said before, man, I just think go to ESPN stats. What is it? I mean, he's a defensive player. I mean, are you asking, like, why he wasn't higher? I mean, the year that Chase Young was in with Joe Burrow and them, I think he was the best defender. He had like 16 and a half sacks or something like that. And he didn't go up in there, right? Appreciate the roses, Jerry Dupree. Appreciate all the gifts. Appreciate all the loves. Appreciate the roses, man. All the likes, y'all. Helps me out a lot. We're gonna Cam Bynum, the quarterback. Yo, let's do this, actually. Let's check this out. Kellen Moore stats Heisman candidate year. Let's do this, y'all. Come on, dog. Y'all, Kellen Moore had better stats than him. He obviously, Cam Newton was going to win this year, right? But y'all, look at Kellen Moore's stats. He had 3,845 yards, 35 touchdowns, and a stellar 182-point passing rating. He had more passing yards than him. Yo, Mendoza has... Where's Mendoza? Mendoza had like a total of like... Y'all, look! 240? Mendoza has a total of like 3,200. with what? 6 interceptions, 3,200 with how many touchdowns? 39 total touchdowns, 3,200 passing yards. Kellen Moore was undefeated too. He had 35 passing touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, and I don't know how many rushing yards he had. It's not saying. Let's look up Kellen Moore. You a Boise State fan? Look at Cam Bynum stats. Who is Cam Bynum, bro? Bynum quarterback stats. You keep telling me Cam. Who the hell is Cam Bynum? Bro, it's not pulling him up, bro. You're not telling me who that is. Go to stay. Cam Bynum is buns. Are you streaming the Boise State game? I will be watching it live, reacting to it. Obviously, I'm not going to showcase the game as I'm watching it, but I will be reacting to it while I watch it. Probably I'm going to start streaming again in the second half. Right now, we're talking about the Heisman. I mean, the game's about to start, so I guess we got to put our picks in. Everybody, tell me who you guys rocking with. Boise State, where we at? I guess we had enough of talking about the Mendoza stuff. Last true defense player to have a chance, I think, was Hutchinson from Michigan. Most winningest quarterback like a Cam Bynum stats. Have they announced the Heisman? Not yet. Are you streaming the Boise State? I will be streaming the second half. Bynum from USF. You an NFL fan? Yes, I'm a retired Cowboys fan. I really just root for the Ravens because I like Lamar Jackson. Where's the ceremony? Love on top. I'm not streaming the ceremony, guys. This was more of a debate. If you came in here to watch the actual performance, the ceremony is not here. I'm very honest about that. This was more a debate to see where everybody else is feeling. Are you guys rocking with? Appreciate the follows, appreciate the likes, appreciate all the gifteds and the roses and all that. That helps me out a lot because we're going to be live streaming the podcast and show more. But as I said before, who are you guys' picks? And then we're going to talk about Boise State and who's you guys' college football playoffs picks. I mean, I guess we can kind of lean into it. I mean, because if we're being honest, right, like, I think in the next 15, it should be announced, right? I mean, we're being honest, right? Although he has, like, literally probably the worst stats of a Heisman, of a person that's a quarterback winning the Heisman. Google says Mendoza won it. There it is. It'll all be okay if Indiana wins the whole thing. The Heisman looks good. If Indiana doesn't win the whole thing, I think the Heisman kind of looks bad. Indiana's story is crazy, y'all. The underdog story. Yeah, it's the underdog story. It's the underdog story. Like, nobody had Indiana being ranked number 1 this year, even though I think they started off the year top 10. I just think, and then they beat Ohio State. Like, they beat them, right? And Ohio State is a legit team. Now, I don't know if that's going to make Ohio State angry like it did last year when they lost to Michigan, right? I have Alabama winning it all. Okay, who is y'all college football playoff picks? Like I said, usually I would do a poll right now. For some reason, guys, it's not letting me put a poll for you guys. Appreciate everybody tapping in. We're kind of having fun. I have UCLA winning. Everyone thought last year's fluke got the Notre Dame loss. Yeah, roll tide. Who y'all think is gonna win the college football playoff? Y'all got Alabama winning it all, even though Nick Saban's not there. That's a lot of faith in a former Washington head coach. Ohio State winning it all against Indiana in the Natty. You know what's so wild, y'all? I think the most scary team is the most unknown team because no one knows how good they really are as Texas Tech. And they spent $28 million. I think allegedly it said they spent around $28 million on their roster. Jesus, y'all. They spent $28 million. Yo! Yo, at Texas Tech, y'all, they spent $28 million on their roster. Like, do you have to win? Obviously, Texas and them all spend a lot of money too, but like 28 million, man. And then we seen last year Ohio State spent a lot of money on their roster to win it all. Like, who is y'all? Who's y'all Heisman winner and who's y'all? Give me y'all. You know, I won't even make y'all choose one team. Give me the matchup in the championship. Who's the matchup in the college football playoff championship? And then we'll talk about Boise State versus Washington. Hit me, y'all. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. I appreciate y'all checking in with us, man. We having fun. Reach 60 views live, man. I appreciate it. We're going to be going live on the podcast, live on the show a lot, especially on the weekends. Now that Saturday college football is going to be going. Talk about a lot of funny things for people to ask us questions. You guys got Indiana versus Ohio State, Big 12. My fault, Big 12. Big 10 rematch. Okay. Nobody's got Texas Tech. Y'all don't think Texas Tech will go? We got Indiana versus Ohio State. Okay, we got Indiana versus Texas A&M. Irene is rocking Indiana versus Texas A&M. I think if Indiana even goes to the college football championship, I think when Mendoza, because he's probably going to win. I mean, he won the most outstanding college football player award. So that usually means they're going to win the Heisman. If they just go to the championship, I think him winning the Heisman makes sense. But if they don't go, I think it's super. I think it'll kind of be like, you know. Y'all got Indiana versus Ohio State, Indiana versus A&M. Okay. You said Notre Dame got robbed. Notre Dame got cheated by Alabama should have dropped. I was going back and forth with it. Nah, Tech will have to beat Oregon and Indiana. That's a tough task. Oregon underrated, though. I don't know how good Oregon is. I'm going to be honest. Like, I have no idea how good Oregon is. Oregon low-key hasn't really played that many people. Do you think Boise State will be able to contain Desmond Williams? Oh, Damon Williams? Honestly, I think we're going to lose. I think Boise State's going to lose, to be honest. Obviously, I'm rooting for us, but I do think Boise State will lose. This is me. This is going to... Oh, they're going to announce right now. All right. They're going to announce... It's being announced, I believe. I tried to check Twitter stuff. Let's see if I can find it on YouTube real quick. Let's see if I can find it for y'all real quick. Is there like a live? What the hell? That was an accident. Let's see. There's like a quick on ABC. Well, I'm watching another streamer stream it illegally. Hey, that would be crazy. On ABC. I can't really stream it regularly. Oh, this guy is streaming it. Let's see if we can just have it real quick right now.
As the highlights made clear, these Heisman finalists are especially remarkable.
They'll give him some cough sprays.
To the exclusive society of Heisman finalists is based upon your accomplishments this year. Over 900 Heisman electors have determined that you represent the best in college football in 2025. Your presence here tonight is a credit to you and to your families, as well as those who have helped you get to this moment. We are confident that the traits and values which have brought you here tonight will guarantee your success in the future. And now the moment everybody has been waiting for.
Here we go.
The winner of the 2025 Heisman Trophy is... Fernando Mendoza.
Okay. Dang. So the favorite came through and won.
Well earned.
That's based on the team, though. Great job, bro. You deserved that one.
You said Love got robbed. There's no way Love was gonna win that award. Even though like y'all, that I am, he does have the weakest stats out of, I think, the last 15 to 20 years. Show the speech. Y'all want to hear the speech? I said, shoulder speech. Oh, shit. God damn, I apologize for my outburst. I mean, I don't really care to hear the speech, but.
Dang. Okay. Okay.
Congratulations. The Indiana Hoosiers have a Heisman Trophy. This one is yours. It weighs 25 pounds. Give it a lift. Carries a lot more weight than that.
Now, come on, man. These are still kids.
I mean, I'm at a loss of words. Wow. I mean, thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody. First, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to chase a dream that once felt the world away. Standing here tonight, holding this bad boy, representing Indiana University, still doesn't feel real. If you told me as a kid in Miami that I'd be here on stage, holding this prestigious trophy, I probably would have laughed, cried like I'm doing now, or both. Because this moment, it's an honor, it's bigger than me. It's a product of a family, team, community, and a whole lot of people who believed in me long before anybody knew my name. To the Heisman Trust, voters, legends standing behind me, and all who cherish this award and what it stands for, it's a privilege to join this fraternity. You have my deepest respect. I promise to carry the Heisman name with humility, gratitude, and with responsibility. Congrats to all my teammates, my brothers. This is our trophy. I love you guys more than you know.
Yeah, I don't think he's really good at speeches.
I smell
To my
future
linemen who
politician.
protected me, every receiver and tight end that bailed
What's that,
me out
future
and made me
politician?
look good, to every running back who fought for more yards, and to our defense that gave us that heart, swagger, and more second chances than we definitely deserved. This trophy might have my name on it, but it belongs to all of you. It belongs the first time in Bloomington. Playing in front of Hoosier Nation is one of the greatest privileges of my life, and I'll carry that forever.
Dang.
I mean, like,
And my lifelong teammate, Alberto, my brother, my closest confidant, the one I trust more than anybody to get through a tough day, tough
There it
play, tough game. I love you, bro. I love you, and thank you for always giving it to me straight, no matter the circumstance.
there it is.
Thank you to Coach Dunn
There's
and
the
to Christopher
emotion.
Columbus High School for giving me a home, a dream to follow, and more importantly, a brotherhood. Adelante.
Yeah, I felt Spanish. I don't know what that means. But here's the emotions. Like, I wanted to get the emotion.
To my
He's trying
Cal
to keep
family,
it cool.
thank you for
keep
being
it
the
regular.
first to believe in my future. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for educating me, giving me the foundation that enabled me to grow into the person I am today. To Coach Signetti, Whitmer, Shanahan, Owens, and every single coach who has guided me along the way. You drove me to a level I didn't even know I had inside of me. From the late night film sessions to the tough conversations and pushing me to be the best Fernando possible. You didn't make me just a better quarterback. You made me a better man.
I guess I'm hating a little bit. Like, I like the emotional stuff. Like, when people
Sorry, guys,
really
I'm trying
speak.
to lighten up here.
You know?
In fourth grade, I was a new kid on the
What's
park.
that, OG? What you doing? We're reacting to him giving a speech. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He won. I was a little. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'll say my comments right after the speech, man.
Football team.
Let him talk.
Didn't know a single teammate and was fourth on the depth chart. By midseason, I wanted to get out of there. I wanted to quit. My parents said I had to finish what I started. So I learned to embrace my team, and that is when I fell in love with football. By high school, I was chasing the first stages of pipe dream, to play in college. Then COVID hit, cut the season short. The result, I was only a two-star prospect, and only had one scholarship offer. But my family's unconditional love and belief.
Bro, why does it sound like a Disney speech? Like I feel like I missed this episode in like High School Musical, the football edition. Like what? Like yo, like I know he's speaking from like, you know, it's his moment, but it's like, damn, bro, it's cool. Like I don't. It just seems so generic. Like I like when he was crying about like, yo, my brother gave it all for me. Like I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like when people speak from like, you know, like that real like, man, dog, like. Like, I'm here, but I didn't think I would be here. You know what I mean? Like, what were you say? You waited till after? Hey, brother, lead the stream, dude. Is hate when other people succeed. I literally said that I really respect him a lot. Even though I do think he won, y'all. He won. Hey, man, lead the stream game. You don't let me talk. Oh, man, but I'm going to let him finish, man. Let's continue.
Kept me going and pushed me forward. These are the people who built me long before football did. Mommy, this is your trophy as much as it is mine.
There it is.
You've always been my biggest fan. You're my light. You're my why. You're my biggest supporter. Your sacrifices, courage, love, those have been my first playbook and the playbook that I'm going to carry through my side through my entire life. You taught me that toughness doesn't need to be loud.
Get through that section.
It can be quiet and strong. It's choosing hope. It's believing in yourself when the world doesn't give you much reason to. Together, you and I are rewriting what people think is possible. I love you.
Now that's more what I'm talking about. Like, it just seemed like so generic. Like, that's more like, yeah, now you talking
Papi,
like out your
thank you
heart.
for grounding me. Thank you for holding me
Pavia
accountable
robbed.
when it was always tough. And reminding me that talent you can't have talent. Reminding me that talent means nothing without discipline and consistency. While I'm playing a team game, I'm learning to grow into a man, and you personify commitment. You picked all of us up whenever we've needed it most.
Let's go Broncos. Yeah, we about to talk about it after the speech. I want to talk about Boise State, Washington. The game, I think, is starting next year.
Thank you for bringing joy to me and everyone around you. Your joy is infectious. Love you, bro. And for my grandparents, por el amor y sacrificio de mis padres y abuelos, lo quiero mucho. De todo mi corazón, de todas las gracias.
I have no idea what that meant, but yo, that's deep. Yo, that's so dope to have your grandparents there, though, like, to show off.
This is an important one. I want
Maybe
every kid out there who feels overlooked, underestimated to know I was you. I was that kid too. I was in your shoes. The truth is, you don't need the most stars, hype, or rankings. You just need discipline, heart, and people who believe in you. And you need to believe in your own abilities. I hope this moment shows you that chasing your dreams are worth it, no matter how big or impossible they seem. God bless. Go Hoosiers. Thank you guys all.
Yeah, shout out Navy beating Army.
That's a pretty good bloody speech, too.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you for
I'm
sharing
ready to
that.
go run through a
That
brick
was
wall right
good.
now.
Folks are sharing this with you. There's a watch party here in New York City. I'm told about 80 folks at an undisclosed location, but it's got to be a big one. And the moment they hear your name called, man.
Yeah, Boise State. I'm in Idaho right now. I didn't go to Gate Man is back in California.
You're the fifth to carry the name Fernando Mendoza in your family. We've talked about how important family is to you. The first Cuban-American to win this Heisman
Oh, he's
Trophy.
Cuban.
Thank you. The second winner of Latin descent after Jim Plunkett. I know from your speech that plays a part for you. This represents a lot of people.
Thank you. Definitely.
And there's more work to do, right? This is
Seems so awkward.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Thank
supposed
you.
to talk
Can I
there.
go now?
It's
your
an
moment, man.
incredible honor. How to integrate Spanish in my speech. Come from Cuban descent. My grandparents have really instilled that to me and taught me where heritage and where I come from. It's football. My big threes are football, family, and faith. And my family has really instilled those other two in myself. And I can't thank my family enough for raising me to the man I am today.
Well, they've done a great job, as you have. These guys want to say hello, so get to know the new Heisman Brotherhood. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's go to Holly.
Well, Mom, this
All
is
right.
such a surreal moment for your whole
Damn.
family and each of your
Okay.
young boys that I've spoken to. I asked them.
You know, y'all. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know, it is definitely the. Put them back on screen. Appreciate all the likes to the live. I just started my degree at Boise State after my 20-year Navy career. Damn, bro. Congrats and welcome to Bronco Nation. Final thoughts before we get into the Boise State-Washington game. I know the game is starting and about to start. I usually don't stream the first half. I usually like to stream the second half. So just wanted to wrap up the Washington versus Boise. It's time to talk about it. Put down you guys' picks while I talk about Mendoza, because we're gonna bounce to the Washington versus Boise State game. But I just wanted to talk about, man. To be honest, like I said, the speech kind of felt generic until he got to the emotional parts, and I like people to be, let it out. You know what I'm saying? Like in those moments. And I know he was trying to keep it together. See Love get his love. Congrats to Mendoza, but I like to see Love get his love. Notre Dame wasn't going to get no love. I ain't going to lie. If Ashton didn't get no love last year to win it all, really. But he does have the weakest stats of a Heisman Trophy winner, especially a quarterback, and probably the last, 24 years? 25 years? I'm going to be honest. But at that same time, the story of Indiana, we do have to respect. His story, Indiana's entire story, is better than every other storyline this year, to be honest with you. I think the only person that would have came close to beating this guy this year probably would have been Arch Manning. But Arch Manning obviously didn't play well this year. And it really is the story of Indiana. Indiana was the underdog. Nobody thought they would win it all. Nobody would not win it all, but nobody thought they would be the number one team, and they beat Ohio State, right? So you're looking for a Heisman moment. That Heisman moment was that goal ball he kind of threw to the wide receiver, like goal ball, I think fade route a little bit, to clinch the game. I think that's what was the Heisman moment against the number one ranked team. Although Pavia had finished the year off with like 1,600 total yards in the last 4 games, they didn't play the number one ranked team in the nation. This guy did, and they won. And nobody really thought they would win, and nobody thought Indiana would be the number one ranked team this century. Nobody. I don't think anybody had that on the bigger cards, so you got to respect it. But at the same time, can we honestly say this is the one year that if a defensive player was going to win, that if a running back was going to win, if there was going to be a position that won other than the quarterback, this was the year to win? And I don't know if we'll see a defensive player win the Heisman ever after this year, to be honest with you, because this literally was the weakest quarterback year, right? So, it's kind of wild to say that. It sucks to say, but it's the reality of the situation. Congrats to this young man, though. I think if he wins the entire college football playoff, or at least goes to the college football championship, I think it validates the Heisman. I don't really see much worse. Y'all, did Trevor Lawrence win the Heisman? Before we talk about Boise State real quick. Did Trevor Lawrence win the Heisman? No, he didn't. Oh, no. Oh, he only played 9 games, though. He finished second. Oh, Alabama won 2020 year. Oh, no. I don't know why I thought Trevor Lawrence had a Heisman Trophy. Yeah, no. Yeah. Be right back, guys. 1 second. Oh, I gotta let somebody in.
Start working again?
Yes, sir.
Good. You were freezing in here for a minute, huh?
Oh, man, we're thugging it out, man.
Yeah.
We had to thug
it cold.
Oh, man, I come from California, had to put some layers on, and we was all good, y'all.
I need to see the breaker panel, too. Do you know where that's at?
The breaker panel to the right there to the bathroom.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I got to see the air conditioner. Is it? You know which one it is?
It should just all be in that closet, and the thermostat is right there.
No, the air conditioner outside?
I think it's
got to be outside.
Outside to the, right behind this building.
How long have you lived here?
About 2.5 years.
Okay. All right. So let me get all this info. Yeah. And then I'll call him up. I'm going to leave you a business card.
Okay.
If he wants to have it done, what's your schedule normally?
Normally I should be here. Sorry, y'all. Gotta get my furnace fixed.
Oh, shit. You want to...
Oh, I'm on live, but you're all good. We were talking about Boise State versus Washington. Put you guys' picks down. Yeah, I'm usually pretty home whenever it's.
So next week? What's a good day?
As long as it's not Wednesday or Friday.
Okay, so Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday works. Works for me, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Here, take one of these. You'll get a text from me on my cell phone.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Can't be freezing. Oh yeah, they was telling me it's been 20 years. I said, yo. But y'all, I got put on John Cena's final match. Y'all just want me to illegally stream? That's crazy. No, I'm not showing the game. No, I'm not illegally streaming the game. We are just here to talk. I know the game is about to start. Boise State. Who are we rocking with? Boise State versus Washington. I will just be reacting to the game later on in the second half, but I wanted to talk about you guys' picks. I know the game already started. We just got done talking about the Heisman game. I wanted to kind of just keep, talk about the game right now. The game is starting now. It's on ABC. That's funny. ABC just got done showing the Heisman Trophy, so they were basically going to the Boise State-Washington game. And the game is starting now. So, who's guys' picks? What do you guys think will happen in the game? Keeping up with college football. Appreciate everybody joining the live. We have, we're back. We're still at 30-plus viewers. I appreciate that. We were at 60 at one point. Who are y'all rocking with? I'll be back at halftime. Appreciate you, Rent. We will be streaming again after halftime. We're kind of chilling right now. But I wanted to... Washington. Okay, Vegas Sports CTSV says Washington 34. I going Boise 20. So you guys don't think, I think the spread right now is 10. For all the gamblers out there in the world. So you got Washington 34, Boise 20. All right. Who do you guys, what's you guys' picks for Washington versus Boise State? You guys think we're going to win the LA Bowl? We already wrapped up the Mountain West Championship confidently. We got out of Dodge. Huskies, Honey Badger 86 says Huskies. Y'all got Washington. Washington does own us. All of our big head coaches went over there. It's kind of been super dark for us since. I don't know what's up with Washington, but they usually pounce on us. My honest take, I think the score, I think I said my final score will be about 31, 14, 17. 3D Dad said that. I kind of tend to agree. I do think that if I had to pick, yikes. I think it's going to depend on Maddox. Our DBs held up pretty well against UNLV, but we're also the big dogs in the Mountain West. When you look at, and we were at home, I hope we showcased, I think, played very well last year against Penn State, even though we lost. Hopefully they stand up to Washington. Usually the DBs are a weak link a little bit. I'm going to be honest, guys. I said, but especially with Armani McCoy, who's our best. I'm not putting the game on. Especially Armani McCoy getting hurt, I think, hurt us a lot. I think he was our best DB, but they usually rise to the occasion. But I just think we will eventually lose to Washington. I think they got a little too much. But I do think Dylan Riley and Sire Gaines will have a very good game. They're both running backs from Southern California, and I think they will play very well. Appreciate everybody tapping in. No, I am not putting the game on, guys. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the gifteds and all that stuff. Sending the rose, Jerry DePreez, everybody. Welcome in. We will be streaming, live streaming, I believe, this either Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're going to try to hit the hell Friday. Wednesday in the afternoons and then the evening as well. So please be ready for the live streams. We have College of Idaho, Sea of I have the interviews dropping. I believe some clips will be dropping next week. Shout out CBS 2 Boise. We are featured with CBS 2 Boise, so we're going to have them. You think both quarterbacks going over on yards? Bro said, No, I'm not streaming Boise right now. I appreciate every tapping in. We're going to start streaming the game about the second half. I usually just record my reaction to the game, watching it live with you guys that want to watch it with me. I do not showcase because that is, don't want that count going over. 200 plus for Maddox? I don't know about Maddox, but I would say that for Washington. I think we're going to rely heavy on the run game. I think the run game is going to showcase. Because I think Sire Gaines and Dylan Riley are really going to play well, especially because they're back at home. That's just my thoughts. But yeah, we're going to stream the second half. I just wanted everybody's thoughts about the game. I wanted to talk about it more. Yeah, I mean, we've been streaming for about an hour and some change. I appreciate everybody tapping in with me, man. We kind of had fun. Had a good time with this. We got to talk about, debate who should have won the Heisman, who should, who shouldn't have. So it was a good time here. Oh, you good? Everything good?
I'm going to go around the back and then I'll
All right, Roger that.
Take care.
You as well.
Go around the back that way to get to the air conditioner.
Okay. Roger that. And then text me because I'm about done actually, so I'll be good.
Don't worry about it. I'll go find it. You're on your doing.
I appreciate you.
Go, dude.
We do got a big game, man. Washington, man. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, just to wrap everything up. Thank you so much. Just to wrap everything up, y'all. Mendoza won the Heisman. How do you watch the Heisman? The Heisman ceremony is already over, big dog. We already watched it. It was a good watch. Mendoza ended up winning it all. He gave a solid speech. I like to watch him speak emotionally. I like the emotional parts of it. Everything else kind of sounded like stuff we kind of heard before. But it was dope to see him be emotional and kind of like cry a little bit when he was talking about his family. So I like when people kind of talk more or let their emotions out more. But that was dope. We're going to be streaming about the second half of the game so you guys can watch with me. We'll be making jokes. We'll be live reacting and all things like that. The show, the live podcast, Esports After Dark, will be streaming. We're going to go live again. Not streaming. We're going live again about this Tuesday or Wednesday. We're kind of figuring out the days in the evening and afternoon. Today was a good one. Hopefully Boise State surprises me and wins. I think Boise State will lose, though. That is my take. I'm a very honest guy. I hope, Bronco Nation, right, guys? But it's your boy, Chosen Esports After Dark. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the follows. We're going to be live streaming a lot more of the podcast where people can come in and ask us questions, give us topics to debate about for the college scene, for the sports scene, any story times y'all want. So, yeah, man. We're going to go ahead and call it a stream. We got to go watch the first half, y'all. We got to go watch the first half of the Boise State game, y'all. So let's get up out of here and let's just chill and relax, man. Damn, I'm blocking my eye socket, right? Oh, man, I'll see y'all in about like an hour and a half. Oh, man.